more and more airstrikes. Now, dozens of people are being killed every day, sometimes hundreds for the past several weeks. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Democratic Representative Jerry Connolly of Virginia has died at the age of 75, according to a statement from his family released this morning. Last month, Connolly announced that he would not seek re-election and would step down from his leadership position on the powerful House Oversight Committee. At the time, he shared that he was suffering from a specific kind of throat cancer. Connolly has been a congressman since 2009. Let's take a look at Wall Street this afternoon, and you can see the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down by a lot. It's down 824 points right now, and now we are below that 42,000 mark. It is dropping at this time as investors continue to be concerned about the overall economy. Now let's take a live look at the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C., where in an unusual move, the House Rules Committee convened at 1 a.m. to take up Republicans' One Big Beautiful Bill. That's what it's called. The all-nighter coming after President Trump pushed House GOP holdouts to get behind the package of his top policy priorities. Alice Barr has more from Washington, where Democrats are slamming potential cuts to programs like Medicaid and accusing Republicans of hiding details in that overnight session.
The committee will come to order.
The schedule may have looked like a typo, but just after 1 a.m., debate began in the House Rules Committee over the massive budget package on President Trump's agenda.
Americans need this legislation to ensure our economic survival.
Democrats slamming the timing.
Then why are you trying to ram it through in the dead of night?
Republicans say they need every hour to work through the details ahead of a self-imposed Friday deadline for full House passage that won't require any votes from Democrats, though Republicans have to overcome internal divisions.
There are critical changes that we need to see.
The bill increases spending on immigration and the military and extends the 2017 Trump tax cuts, while temporarily ending tax on tips and overtime, offset through cuts to food assistance, clean energy funding, and Medicaid, which President Trump told conservatives not to F around with, according to two lawmakers in a closed-door meeting Tuesday.
I think we're going to get everything we want, and I think we're going to have a great victory.
Democrats in the minority have little control, but have been messaging hard about the real-world impacts.
Millions of people will lose health care. Prices will go up for folks across the country.
Lindsay Latham, who relies on Medicaid to support her special needs son, is deeply worried.
People will file for bankruptcy when they have to go to the doctor or the hospital, and there will be ripple effects.
Republicans insist they're targeting Medicaid fraud, but the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates the bill would take health insurance away from at least 8.5 million people.
Other independent reports have predicted the bill could increase the federal deficit by as much as $3.8 trillion, and that is the hang-up for the Republicans who've been opposed. They're not confident the proposed cuts will be enough to make up for that new spending. Back here in our area, we're following breaking news in Sacramento. Sacramento police tell us they believe a California state lawmaker was under the influence of drugs following a crash this week in Sacramento. This comes after Senator Sabrina Cervantes was involved in that crash near 14th and S Streets on Monday afternoon. Cervantes suffered minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. Police cited her with DUI. Sacramento police clarified to KCRA3 that Cervantes of Riverside did not have alcohol in her system after she was suspected of driving drunk. Police say in follow-up comments to KCRA3 that Cervantes had blood drawn to determine if she had drugs or alcohol in her system. The blood work could take several days to weeks to complete. Cervantes says she was left shaken by the way police treated her at the hospital after the crash. Cervantes accused police of mistreatment. In a statement to KCRA3, she said, "On Monday afternoon, while seeking care in the emergency room after my sedan was T-boned by a large SUV, I was accosted by Sacramento Police Department officers, falsely accused of driving under the influence, and involuntarily detained for several hours at the hospital." She went on to say, "As a senator, wife, and mother, I hold myself to the highest standard and expect others that serve our communities to do the same." She said, "I want to be clear, I did nothing wrong. The lab results I sought in the hospital show conclusively I had no alcohol in my system. I expect this to be quickly and justly resolved." End of quote. We will continue to follow that for you here at KCRA3. We are just one day away from Universal's Epic Universe in Florida. We're going to get a sneak peek at the excitement behind the latest theme park edition.